Hey, don't wear that. Don't be stupid's what I'm saying.
So we have Major Dodge here, and here on the screen, Major Dodge, wow, chilling performance. You did a fabulous job.
Thank you.
Can you tell me a little bit about Joe, your character and the actor?
Sure. So Joe is the villain of the movie. I am the one that is after Richard. He took the money from me and my crew, so we're going to get it back.
Yeah. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
With all the tools involved. So do you know where Joe comes from? A little trivia?
You know, I don't recall. I don't remember Richard telling me where the name Joe came from. If he did, I forgot.
I can tell you.
You do?
Joe Pesci.
Oh, is that what it was? Oh, Goodfellas. Yeah, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
He probably told me that, but it's been a while. It's been like a year, so.
Yeah. What was the casting process like for you? How did you get involved in this project?
So Richard and I actually met initially when he first moved to Texas from LA. So when he was ready to make the actor, he hit me up and sent me the script. And he was like, hey, I got a role in here I think you should play. Take a look at the role of Joe. And I read it and I was like, oh, okay. I was like, man, he probably, because I played John Gotti and Murder Made Me Famous. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, he saw that, like, the villain, the gangster thing is in my wheelhouse. But when it came to playing the role of Joe, what was really cool is I was telling my friend Isaiah, who is our stunt coordinator in the movie and plays one of the police officers, I told Isaiah, I said, I don't want this to be like New York mafioso. I want it to, so I was like, so if you at any point as I'm like rehearsing, because he would run lines with me, I was like, if at any point I'm coming off with like a New York accent, if I'm doing like the Italian, I was like, I want this to be something separate. Like, I'm not trying to redo John Gotti because I've already done John Gotti. And as actors, we want to take on new things and do new roles. And so for me, it was just really important to make sure that I wasn't, trying to make him your typical New York mob boss. So hopefully you don't hear a New York accent in any of my performance.
I'm coming down there. Don't go in the house. Just watch him. Shoot him a message. Let him know we can't wait to see him again. But we need to wait till he's out. No, you stay put. Keep your eyes open. We're all in on this one, everyone. We're all big fans, and, well, we should get tickets together.
What was your favorite thing about Joe?
My favorite thing about Joe was just, getting to play a character. Like I said, I've played John Gotti. I've played gangsters before, but typically I'm playing like law enforcement or, army or something like that. And so to get to play the bad guy for once is a lot of fun.
Can you tell us a little bit about your favorite scene that you shot in the movie?
All the scenes were fun. I think my favorite scene, like having seen the movie already, my favorite scene is definitely when we go to Tom and rough him up, played by Jake Alexander Williams. We had a lot of fun with that scene because I got to really just like be bad.
Yeah.
If anybody knows me in real life, I'd rather pray for you than beat you up these days. So it's a lot of fun.
I was going to say in person, you're such a warm presence. And then as this character, it's just so chilling. Like I felt the hairs stand up on my arms,
Thank you. Well, that's the best compliment you can get as an actor.
Yeah.
I think when you play a role and people are like, oh man, I didn't see you like that, or you're not like that in real life. I think every actor desires to have range.
Yeah.
So.
Tom, I'm taking your advice and not starting work at 6 a.m. ever again. Moving on. Thanks for everything. I'll call you. Hunter. What a nice roommate you have, Tom. Had you seen this yet? Had you seen this yet, Tom? I'm asking you a question.
You're wearing a great shirt in this image. Can you tell me a little bit about the wardrobe?
Thank you.
Choices?
Yeah, That shirt was in my own closet, and
Oh.
so when Richard sent me the script and I read it and I started thinking about the character and how I wanted to develop it, I immediately hit him up and I was like, "Hey, I have the perfect shirt for this character. I have to wear this shirt in this role." And I sent him a picture of it, and he's like, "Yeah, I think I like that." And pretty much everything that I wear in the movie were things that I already had in the closet that I bought either for like auditions or whatever else, you know. And the only thing though is the leather jacket that I wear in the penthouse scene. That was a Donnie Brasco thing that Richard or Goodfellas. That was something Richard wanted to get, and so now that is in my closet because he let me keep it.
So what was it like producing this film and also being a lead in it?
Sure. So most of my work was done up front on the front end, and so once we got to set and I was just acting. I would help out here and there with things, but Richard ran a tight ship. Him and Amber are an amazing team, and they didn't really, they didn't get behind schedule. I don't think there was one day where I had to stay there longer than I should have, unless I wanted to, because I was having so much fun. It was one of those sets you just didn't want to leave because it was just fun. And so, but I did most of my producing on the front end. I actually helped cast a lot of the film. As Richard already said in one of his interviews, I know a lot of people in town. I've been here a little longer than him. I think he's been here for maybe 4 years, and I've been here for like almost 14 at this point. And so I had a pretty big network of people because I've produced other movies here in Texas, like Bomb City and some other films. And so so I did most of my work on the front end. So and I preferred it that way too, because then once we got to set, I could just focus on my performance and acting, and Richard too. I mean, there was we made a good team, and he was very good. A lot of times when you do like lower budget indie films, you don't know what to expect. But when I showed up on this movie, Richard had a shot list every day. It wasn't like he was showing up to location and going, "Oh, well, maybe we should shoot over here," and wasting time. He already knew it. He'd already seen every location, and it was just awesome. And as an actor, you really appreciate that. But he's an actor as well, so he knows what we like, and he knows how to make things run smooth. And hats off to Richard. I definitely would work with him again.
So the band Collective Soul came on board, and they pretty much, their songs are throughout this entire movie, and it's absolutely incredible. But do you have a favorite song from the movie?
I like "Welcome All My Friends." I think it's at the beginning when the credits roll. It just gets you really excited, and it just matches so well with the intro, because it's it's beautiful drone shot, great production value, flying over Hollywood, the Hollywood sign, and the intro credits, the way that Richard and Nathan did those are just, they're pretty awesome. So
Were you a fan of Collective Soul prior to this film?
I don't think I could call myself, after meeting Richard, I don't think I could refer to myself as a fan of Collective Soul, because I've never met a fan of a band like Richard is of Collective Soul. So to say I like their music, if that makes me a fan, but a fan, Richard is a fan.
I love that.
Welcome all again. Waking the day, all scenes in order, sweet water taste. The world's now starting. Yeah, yeah. I got the mountain foreground. Yeah, yeah. I got the river deep down. Welcome all my friends.
So what are you working on right now? What can you tell us?
I have a faith-based MMA movie in development called Rear Naked Choke. It's a passion project of mine. I wrote it the first week of COVID, and I've been developing it ever since. We're halfway funded on the film, so if everything falls into place, which I think it will, we'll probably be shooting here in Texas in the next few months.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well,
Thank
we're
you.
so excited for you and so excited to see you in The Actor.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a fun movie, and I think everyone's going to enjoy it.